day here on earth, everything's different. There's an end to I know, she told me.
He's knocking on my door. And I knew all of my life that someday it would end. Get up and go outside. Don't let the old man in. Many moons I have lived. My body's weathered and worn. Ask yourself, how would you be if you didn't know the day you were born? Try to love on your wife and stay close to your friends.
On this day, God had already knew we were going to be gathered here on this occasion, even before we knew it ourselves. On Monday, I met the mom and the dad and also the wife, Christine, and her mother. And I asked Christine, I said, give me 7 things that you can remember about Captain James. And she told me these things. She said, first of all, he had a heart of gold. Not everybody got a heart of gold. He said he had a heart of gold. He was devoted to his job, and he was devoted to his wife and family. She said he had a sense of humor. She said that he was perseverance. I asked her, I said, how you spell perseverance? She said, I don't know. So we came up with perseverance. Yeah, that means you don't give up. You keep on going. You get knocked down, but you get back up again. Yeah, it said that he was helpful. He was dedicated. Not everybody is dedicated. He was dedicated, and he was an Oakland Raider football fan. He said he loved four-legged creatures, his dogs. I love dogs. Matter of fact, I groom dogs on the side. That's my part-time job. Christine told me that they were married at Fisher Airport. Fisher Airport, I've never been there before. So they went and took a helicopter ride, and they flew around the skyline of Indianapolis. And the next day they went to Miami, to Hollywood Beach. And I noticed something about Captain Jane. He was an EMT. I also was an EMT.
Jim Hathaway was an outstanding firefighter. Those of you who know and love Jim will understand when I say if I gave him an assignment that he liked, he gave me a very quick, yes sir. And then he went and did the very best job he could for me and the department and the city. And if I gave him an assignment that he did not like, then I got a long pause, a big sigh, he rolled his eyes, and then he said, yes, sir. And he went and did the best job he could for me and the department and the city. I depended on him, and he depended on me. After the layoffs, and maybe the last 2 years before he made lieutenant, he was a senior firefighter, and I used him almost exclusively as a driver, operator, or a temporary officer. He could operate any vehicle in the city, aerial, rescue, pumper truck. I have seen him in near exhaustion, fighting fire in extreme heat. I have seen him injure his shoulder, fighting fire in extreme cold. I have seen him slip and tumble and fall. And those of you who know, by then I was convinced he was indestructible. Sadly, that's not true. I went to dinner with Jim about a year ago, and he wanted advice about whether he should retire and seek disability or try to make an effort to come back. And my advice was simply follow your heart. Jim felt like he had more to give, more that he wanted to accomplish. And so I would challenge everyone in your blues today to pick up where he left off and come to work with his attitude, have his desire to better himself. Jim studied, he promoted, he taught recruits, he shared his information. I wish I had 10 more just like him. I do want to thank every one of you who reached out to him and gave him a shoulder to lean on, give him encouraging words. You guys mowed his yard. I know there's just too many names to name, but I believe his desire to remain one of you is what kept him going for so long. Personally, there are two people that I want to call out. There are two brothers that stayed with him through his illness from start to finish, drove him to his treatments, sat at his bedside. And that's his lifelong best friend, retired Sergeant Mike Hill, and his station officer and his mentor, Captain Troy Delaney. With those two brothers and with the rest of you, there is no doubt in my mind that when Jim Hathaway left this world, he knew that he was loved and respected by the Muncie Fire Department. Thank you. I'm going to leave you with a couple letters here. I have a card that Jim gave his wife on Valentine's Day. My wife, we're experts at finding love amid the low-key chaos. Who knew that hectic and happy could coexist? The life could easily be messy and yet memorable, wild and wonderful, and that it would be all so totally worth it. I love you and this crazy, happy ever after of ours. Then he handwrote, I love you to the moon and back. It's so us to lift each other up and in the same moment crack each other up. I find time amidst chaos to actually have fun. I love you, Jim. And this is his wife's answer today. Jimmy J, you were my best friend, my rock, my husband. Loving you changed my life. Losing you did the same. The love we shared brought light and joy, filling each day with warmth and meaning. And when you left, a piece of me went with you. Your presence, whether in life or in spirit, will always be a part of me, shaping my journey and lighting my path. I wish I had met you sooner so that I could have loved you longer. Forever grateful for our time together. Until we meet again, I love you with all my heart. Forever, Christina.
Jim responded to over 5,000 calls personally. That's a lot. We're making about 18,000 calls a year now citywide. That's significant in a city of this size. Jim had 4 letters of accommodation in his jacket crediting life saves in non-hospital setting. That's significant. Jim worked his last shift 2 weeks prior to his passing. He came to my station, and I tell you, I don't know how I sat there and watched him do it, but he came to my station to work, to put up blinds, fix plumbing, things of that nature. And he struggled, but I knew if I tried to take it out of his hand, he wouldn't let me, and it would most likely offend him. He was there to do his job. Not only did he have 28 certs, he had, and these fellows know what I'm talking about, he had 22 different LMS courses. These are self-study courses that you sit down on your own, sometimes on duty, off duty, during your downtime, and you study. Jim went through the last promotional process we had. Now, mind you, this is while he's fighting cancer. I struggle to remember where my glasses are. They're usually on top of my head. But he studied for this last promotional exam and scored high enough to become captain. That's significant. Jim participated in almost every Shop with a Cop, Toys for Todd event that I can think of. Whenever I saw pictures or I was there, he was there. He was very generous with his time. Now we're talking about 19 years here. How did he have time to put all that in? And Jim loved his family. Jim came from a home of public safety. Jim's father was a police officer. So he knew a little bit about what public safety was about growing up. He knew this city pretty well. He's a Southside rebel. Anybody remember Southside? I do. A lot of his friends were rebels. Some of them on the department. But having said that, I previously mentioned that I tell the guys, come to work on time, and do your job when you get here. So did Jim come to work? He sure did. Was he on time? Yeah. And by this, did he do his job when he got here? I'd say more than did his job.
Jim was first on the sergeant's list and third on the lieutenant's list after the promotion process was finalized in 2021. Due to those two positions coming open on the same evening, Jim forego the sergeant's position and took the lieutenant's position. Jim was assigned as lieutenant on the rescue truck, and that was the time that he had become ill. Jim returned in a light duty capacity the summer of 2023, working up at City Hall with us. On Jim's first day back on light duty, he saw me coming into my office. Jim popped up from his desk, had his shoulders back, his chin up high. He said, "Good morning, Chief." I asked him, "How are you, Jim?" His answer was, "I can't complain." If anybody had the right to complain about how he was, it was Jim Hathaway. But he didn't. I never once heard Jim complain at all about his health. Never once. Jim's only plan was to return to work and serve his community. Jim began studying for the 2023 promotional process, and he vowed that he would place high on that captain's list. He studied tirelessly and finished third on the list. This instilled a motivation in Jim, and Jim would repeatedly tell us at City Hall that his goal was to get well enough that he could work at least one day as a captain for the Muncie Fire Department. Unfortunately, that day never came. On Monday, March 11th, I was honored to present Jim and his family posthumously the rank of captain to the Muncie Fire Department.
I'm here today to present Jim's family with, I'm on behalf of IFF General President Ed Kelly and over 340,000 firefighters in the United States and Canada to present the IAF Medal of Honor. This medal was created in 1973. It's only given to the families of a firefighter that paid the ultimate sacrifice. This medal will be presented to his family. Also, later on, Jim's name's going to be engraved in the granite walls of the National Fallen Firefighter Memorial in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and on the granite walls of the Indiana Fallen Firefighter Memorial on the grounds of the Indiana Capitol building. His name's going to be there forever. People that haven't known Jim will speak his name in the future, so his memory will never be forgotten. I'm going to miss my buddy, and my condolences to the family.
And so today, I want to honor James with a Meritorious Service Medal from the State Fire Marshal's Office that represents all the firefighters in the state of Indiana. Thousands and thousands of firefighters, thousands of fire departments. Our hearts are with you today. A general once said that a soldier's value is not known at the time of peace. And when I look at the fire service, a lot of times people don't realize our value until they see that it took somebody giving it all. And the families that are behind that, and the firefighters that are behind that. And he's so worthy to be recognized if more Americans had the attributes of the fire service, of service and honor and just getting things done. This country would be so much better. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your part in the fire service, supporting James in the most difficult days that he had. And he's left his mark. The work that he did as a firefighter here will go on further than today. Firefighters 25 and 50 years will profit from the work that he's done here in this community. And I want to read you what this medal says. It says, the State Fire Marshal, State of Indiana Meritorious Service Medal, James Michael Hathaway, Captain, City of Muncie Fire Department. The State Fire Marshal's Meritorious Service Medal represents several years of dedication to the fire service. In honor of James Michael Hathaway for his dedicated and unselfish service to the City of Muncie Fire Department, the citizens of Delaware County, and the great state of Indiana. For there's no greater tribute to life than the willingness to protect others with your own life. And that you do day in and day out. And James is worthy of the recognition, the family is, and so is the Muncie Fire Department.
Did you have traffic?
Can we please have the last alarm for Hathaway?
The Muncie Fire Department with Captain James Hathaway with his last alarm. This last alarm reflects the honor and respect on those who have given so much and who have served so well. For those who have given for the good of their fellow man. Your task is completed, your duty well done. To our comrade, your last alarm answered. You are going home.
Thanks.
Muncie Fire Department, members of Muncie Fire Department, Local 5048, are grateful for the dedicated service. Jim provided our community. We love Muncie and serve our community and department with dedication, loyalty, and passion. Personally, Jim and I shared the same fire station in Hathaway approximately 15 years ago. And we worked together during what I felt was probably some of the most difficult times. We lost Brother Scott Davis in 2011 death. We had station closures and personnel layoffs. Jim was someone you could count on, and as we say in fire service, he had your back. He was conscientious about his work and sincere providing care. He took pride in all that he did. I give thanks for all that was good, true, and beautiful in his life. May Jim's memory for a source of blessing and comfort to us all.
I'm happy